So which one is going to take out the other person's E?
So is it going to be like Ender's J or Exander?
Well, maybe it'll just go
on
onto the maybe the second E will just tack on to the very end, so it'll be Exander.
Oh, okay. Or Endiers.
Or yeah. And they just turn French. They just turn into French words.
Okay, that's fair enough. Is that how the French language is structured? You just add E's?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I didn't pass that class.
You didn't pass the class where all you had to do was tack an E at the end. Man, Canada's a weird place.
It definitely is. Oh, I got a bit of green freeze, and I actually got kicked from the lobby.
Oh, weren't. So I guess it's me, right?
Yeah, just Jay.
Okay.
So, I got you. You can go ahead.
Well, the main thing that I wanted to talk about, considering that it's a mirror match, it's always very difficult to kind of commentate a mirror match due to the fact that simply because they are playing the same character, it's kind of impossible to say that either character has an advantage on things like spacing or, just traditional tools that other characters have, because they obviously have the same tools. So we have Exander up on the first round. I will say that Enders and Exander, I find, play pretty differently. They have very different kinds of timings and different moves that they tend to spam more often.
Right, I would say that Xander's more the defensive survey, and this is more the offensive survey, kind of moving around, doing starting his offense with grabs and stuff like that. Grab 3B, 2A plus B. Well, Xander more like the while rising A, the K2, stuff like that. That move.
I find that that Enders does not necessarily do as many frame traps as Exander does, where Exander tries to whiff a move and then get somebody to dash into the wall rising A. What Enders would rather do is make you block a move and then he'll backstep to try and get the IGDR punished. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Xander's really all about the frames, right? He's like, this is +2, this is +6, but the Enders is all about I don't really care about the frames. What are you thinking? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so now it's just a matter of which person is more familiar with the obnoxious move that Cervi has that are especially obnoxious to Cervantes.
Right. I'm not sure if he wanted to... I think he wanted to CE there instead of Soul Charge on that duck.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice punish.
My guess is that a lot of these lows, just coming from the Amy perspective, a lot of these lows that we're going to be seeing are not going to be punished all that terribly by Cervantes because they're relatively unsafe, as in like a 2A or something like that, but they're not that unsafe.
Right. A lot of Cervantes is good whiff punish or low punishment comes from a CE, which is I-16, or you have the RCC, A slide B, which is also I-16 if you RCC, or while rising A, which is I-18. So a lot of these K2s that get blocked is just okay, you got it. You know what I mean?
I'm having a tough time remembering which Cervantes is which.
Yeah, the Gray Soda
Enders is the pass. Okay.
Yeah.
We're definitely, we're not seeing a lot of shots. We're definitely seeing a lot of K2, which is kind of going back to what I was talking about before when it comes to the lows that are not necessarily all that heavily punishable. Not really guard damage to speak of, and both have full bar. We're going to see, and we're seeing a lot of spacing with, what is that, 3B plus K?
3B plus K, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
and a lot of AAs as a punish.
A6B is such a good move. Okay, soul charge. You have to soul charge there.
No, yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that he was. Ooh, is that going to be? No, nobody has any kind of gunshot lethal hits or anything. But this is huge. This is huge. Oh, he did get the gunshot lethal hit.
Oh, good punish. Is this gonna be it? Oh,
doesn't matter.
Okay, catches him backstepping. That's one of the things that Cervantes has an issue with. I think in the mirror match, it really kind of goes down to which Cervantes knows how to chase better. Right.
Yeah, well, also I feel like they were really kind of going back and forth, and the real thing that separated both of them, especially in that last round, was Exander got to do a lot with his soul charge, and Enders got to do nothing.
Exactly. Yep.
And we're talking about Cervantes. We're not exactly talking about a character who hits lightly. We are talking about a character who only needs 1, 2, 3 hits, and then that's it's going to be a tough hill to climb.
Yeah, Cervantes, if he sidesteps your vertical, prepare to eat 80 damage.
Who's this?
Yep. Is that Zubaz?
Who's talking now? Everybody, it's the Incredible. It's the
Oh no.
Oh no.
Zubaz, can you see this one, Zubaz?
I'm still in it, so I think we're good this time.
Okay, cool. I'll let you guys take it.
But yeah, we've got a relatively small... Well, we definitely have a smaller stage, but it has all walls. Which player is going to be more adept at using the new stage to their advantage?
Yeah, it can be a stage can play a really big factor, especially with Cervantes having the untechable command or the untechable command grab that leads to free wall damage, right?
I would argue that I haven't seen Exander anywhere near as much as I've seen. But
and Ender's baiting out the throw attempt there, getting the 3B instead.
Yeah, but he does end up dropping the combo, which it looks like Exander is not doing. Wow, spoke way too soon.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of spaghetti on these walls.
And just poking at him again, as you said earlier, Jay, just poking at him with the K2s, the 2Ks, trying to get as much as he can, just little tiny pokes.
Yeah, I do pseudo appreciate the fact that Ender saw that he was in kind of a bad way in that round, so he wanted to, one, do a little bit of guard damage with the off-the-wall stuff, and two, just see if Exander was fully prepared for the off-the-wall stuff. And Exander played it smart, just ate the guard damage, and got, well, I guess it's not a punish, but he ended up getting a 2A.
Yeah, I think I would like to see a little bit more 2A plus B out of Ender, just to kind of counter hit these like 2Ks and stuff that Exander is doing a lot of.
He was using 2A plus B a significant amount during the first game. Maybe he felt like it wasn't necessarily doing as much as he would have liked.
That's definitely possible.
Okay, so Soul Charge versus Soul Charge, but Ender's is at... That's like that... That's like that one math problem that you hear where it's like, if a train is coming from this side at 50 miles per hour, and then the other one is coming from this other section of the stage at this amount of hours, then, like, you know, which one of them does more damage?
Well, I think Xander able to hit the round, I think his train did a little bit more damage.
Yeah, well, he is wearing the hat. It's hat versus eye patch. Okay, Anderson's hit for the hit. Alright, he's not going to get a wall, and by not get a wall, I mean he's going to drop a combo for a wall. An auto-corrected 3B!
Yo, like cross-cut DPs? Is this Street Fighter 4?
It's interesting, okay. It's interesting to note that I find that both of these players are activating Soul Charge when they have their backs to the wall, which is kind of an interesting dichotomy, because they have those off-the-wall options, you could argue that the character is more powerful with his back to the wall as opposed to the other way around.
It definitely can be, but it's also scary to fight Cervantes with your back to the wall, right? Because of his like amazing wall pressure that he has.
I mean, it's scary to fight Cervantes. Cervantes is a ghost pirate. He's a spooky guy.
Yeah, he's died multiple times.
Doesn't seem to phase him.
No,
Speaking of scary, is that going to be game?
It's going to be a lot of damage.
Not. Yeah, he doesn't have meter, so I'm assuming we're going to... Never mind. I thought we were going to see meter from Enders, but he decided against it. I don't necessarily agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe just wanted to feel like he wanted 2 bars for this last round.
I definitely appreciate this adaptation. So this is literally what happened in the last round, except it was the reverse. Exander was the one who ended up getting a lot of stuff out of their Soul Charge. Oh, he didn't get the wall as he had hoped!
Oh no, it's gonna be a lot of damage. Okay, getting the force blocks.
Oh, he stepped the soul attack! Oh, that's gonna be huge. He still has a bar, too.
It is. This is that wall pressure we were talking about earlier, getting the full combo on these big body characters. Gets the gunshots.
Yeah. He still has that bar as well. Oh, that's not what he wanted.
Oh no, and he didn't get